Yeah, welcome back. Alternating currents, previous IIT JEE questions, 2002 to 2019. Okay, now we'll start off with the JEE means 2015 alternating current which is asked in 11th April online. So for LCR circuit shown here, the current is observed to lead the applied voltage and additional capacitor C when joined with the capacitor C present in the circuits makes the power factor of the circuit is unity. The capacitor C must have been connected in. So he has given the options here. So now how to proceed with this problem? Let us see. Right. Initially, current is leading. If I take the circuits, I'll draw here. Let me start with the circuits. So first, inductor, capacitor, and a resistor, which are connected to an alternating voltage like this. It is alternating voltage. So AC V is equals to V naught sine omega t. Right. Here, what are the values given? Let me see. So L is C. This is nothing but R. Okay. Initially, current is leading the applied voltage. As initially current is leading, then I can write XC greater than XL. Here, current leads applied voltage. I leads voltage V, applied voltage. Next, or we can say that 1 by omega C greater than omega L. Okay, this is case 1. When C dash, saying that C dash is connected with the C dash is connected with the connected with the C. That is, new capacitor is connected with the C. Then x of C dash will becomes equals to XL. So according to the problem, or we can say that equivalents. So 1 by omega C equivalent should be less than 1 by omega into C. So as a C equivalent is greater than C. So C dash is connected in. So C dash should be connected in a parallel. Okay, parallel to C, right? Parallel to C. So here we can say C equivalent will be, what is C equivalent now? C equivalents can be written as C plus C dash. After C dash is connected, we'll use the formula for resonance. Now, what is the formula for resonance? So condition for resonance, I can take at a resonance condition. Okay, we can see at resonance condition 1 by omega into C plus C dash is equals to omega into L. Or simply just a cross multiplication, C plus C dash is equals to 1 by omega dash into L. Or simply I can write, sorry, here omega square, there's nothing but omega square into L. Or C dash is equals to 1 by omega square into L minus C. Or I can write C dash is equals to 1 minus omega square LC divided by omega square into L. This would be the appropriate answer for this question. So here you can see what is the option matching here. Parallel with the C has a magnitude. This will be C will be the correct option for this one. Hope it is clear till this point, right? Okay, this will be the answer for that particular question, right? Okay, now moving to the next question, 2016 offline question. You can see an arc lamp requires a direct current of 10 amps at 80 volts to function. If it is connected to 220 volts of RMS, 50 hertz AC supply, the series inductor needed for it to work close to. So what is the series inductor? See, using direct current, 10 amps of current flows at 80 volts of EMF. See what is given data. If I take given data here, so 10 amps at 80 volts. So 10 amps of current at 80 volts of EMF. So this is nothing but EMF. So resistance of the arc. Now I would like to calculate resistance of the arc. Resistance of the arc, how to calculate resistance of the arc, which I can write 80 divided by 10. So EMF by or voltage by currents. So we'll be getting 8 ohms. This is nothing but 8 ohms. Hope it is clear till this point. Now, next, how I can proceed. When our lamp is connected with an inductor across AC supply, then 10 amps of current should flow for a lamp to the function property. That means if you take here, let me draw. If I take this nothing but a resistor, and here it is nothing but an inductor, you can say. So when I connect this to AC, so this is nothing but 200 volts comma 50 hertz, 200 volts comma 50 hertz. Now when the current is passing through it, 10 amps of current is passing through it. and it is nothing but resistance, and here it is inductance. So how much current is passing? 10 amps of current is passing through it. Now what is the current? How to calculate here current, right? I is equals to, so I is equals to 220 divided by z. That means here we want to calculate what is the, see in the question, according to the question, what is asking inductance, we should calculate inductance. First, what I'm trying to calculate here, impedance. So how I can get the impedance or the resistance of the circuits? So this is resistance of the circuits, right? So I is equals to V by Z. I is equals to V by Z. So which is nothing but 200 divided by Z, or from which I can get here it is, sorry, 220. Here it is given 220 volts. Nothing but 220. RMS value is given how much? 220, right? There's nothing but 220. So 220 volts divided by Z. This is 220 volts divided by Z. Then 220 divided by Z. So I can write I Z is equals to, now if I take Z, Z equals to 220 divided by I. So I can be written as now 220 by 10. Is this would get cancelled? Now Z equals to, I'm getting 22 ohms. So one thing is completed. Here impedance I got Z is equals to 22 ohms. Hope it is clear till this point, right? Now for series LR circuits, impedance will be given. So we know that for LR circuits, what is the impedance? So impedance for LR circuit can be calculated. Z is equals to under root of, right, R square plus omega square into L square. So this is nothing but here omega. If I want to calculate omega, omega is nothing but 2 pi n. Frequency is given. What is frequency given? 2 pi into frequency 50 hertz given in the problem. So that means I will be getting here 100 pi radian per second. Okay. Now if I substitute here the values, if I take the values for it, so Z can be calculated now. Z already we calculated 22 equals to under root of R square. R square, you can see here what is the resistance from the equation, right? So resistance we got it as omega into here. Okay, fine. Now we can substitute the value. Now here resistance for R equal to given as 8 ohms. So simply we got resistance is equal to 8 ohms. Now I can substitute here resistance is equal to 8 ohms. So 8 whole square plus omega. Omega is nothing but 2 pi n. So 2 pi n. N is nothing but 50, or simply I'll write 100 pi. So 100 pi whole square. Okay, 100 pi whole square into L square. So L square, let me take it as L square, because ultimately we have to find the value of L. Now squaring on both sides. If I square on both sides, what I'll get? So here a 22 whole square equals to this side 64 plus, we can write 100 pi whole square into L square, or I can write 22 whole square is a 484. This is a 484 is equal to 64 plus 100. This is nothing but 100 pi whole square into L square. Or I can take a 484 minus a 64 is equals to 100 pi square. So 100 pi square pi whole square into L square. Or simply I can get here a 420. 420 is equals to 100 pi whole square into L square. Or I can write L square is equals to 420 divided by 100 pi whole square. Or if I apply the root here, L can be written as now under root of 420 divided by this is 100 pi. Hope it is clear till this point. So simplification, you have to check it out. If I simplify approximately here under root of 420 divided by 100 into this can be written as 3.14. So that means 314 in the denominator. Root of 140 means approximate value 0.0643 something will be getting, which nothing but in Henry's we can take. So finally approximate answer here what I can get, L is equals to point. So anything is matching with this option. Let us check it out. So 0.0065, yeah, 0.0065 Henrys. There is nothing but a matching option here. But inductors. Hope it is clear till this point, right? Okay, now we'll proceed with the next question, which is asked in JEE 2016, which is about the graphs. So in a series LR circuit is connected to an voltage source with Vt is equal to V0 sine omega t. After very large time, current T behaves as T0 greater than here. So condition is T0 is much more greater than L by R. Is given much more greater than L by R, right? Now which graph will be taken? See across a series LR circuit, if I take, let me take series across LR circuits. First, let me consider LR circuits. If I take LR circuits, when I take LR circuits, AC EMF is connected and circuit impedance will be. So what is see in LR circuit, if I take when AC EMF is connected, let me draw LR circuit here. It is nothing but L and R circuits, LR circuit, and AC is connected to it. When AC is connected to it, fine, L and R circuit, AC connected. Now LR circuit, when AC EMF is connected to it, what is the impedance? Now how to write the impedance for that particular circuit? We know that the impedance can be written as under root of R square plus omega square L square. So now, and the current in the circuit is given by next current. How to current in the circuit will be given? Let me write. So current in the circuit I is equals to I naught into sine of omega t minus phi. Okay, minus phi in LR circuit. Current lags. Now this can also be written as now I is equals to I naught. I naught. What should I write? I naught is equals to V naught by Z, right? Peak values. So I naught equals to V naught by Z. Z is nothing but under root of R square plus omega square into L square. So now I can substitute here. If I substitute at this particular section, V naught divided by under root of R square plus omega square into L square into sine of omega t minus phi. Hope it is clear till this point, right? There I naught is equals to V naught or E naught. Anything you can write V naught and I naught. Fine. So when you compare this equation, right, this can also be written as now cos inverse of. So now this equation I is equals to V naught by under root of R square plus omega square L square into sine of omega t minus 5 can be written like this: cos inverse of, okay, cos inverse of R divided by under root of R square plus omega square L square, right? So the phi value, what I want to say is a phi value. Phi value can be written as cos inverse of R by under root of R square plus omega square. So now what is the appropriate answer here? It is nothing but a sine value. Sine value means, see, if I take first one, it is not correct, L by R. Second one, third one, fourth one is an almost appropriate because according to this equation. So from the equation, from equation of currents, or from currents equation, for current equation, I can write I is equals to I naught sine of omega t minus phi, right? Of course I naught value and phi values are there with us. So the correct one graph for this is nothing but it is starting like this. This is the graph for that particular instance. Hope it is clear. I of t is nothing but I of t. Now t is equals to t naught. We can substitute and we can check it out. The same option we'll be getting. Okay. Now next, moving to the next question, which is given in JEE Mains 2017. A voltage of peak value 283 volts and angular frequency is given 320 per second is applied to a series LCR circuit. Given R, L and C. So let me write first. So what is the given data here? First, R equal to 55 ohms. Next, inductance L is equals to 25 millihenry, and C is equals to given as 1000 microfarads. Okay. Next, peak value, saying that peak value is 283. Peak value of voltage is 283. We'll give it this one, right? And angular frequency 320 per second. Okay, second inverse we can say. The total impedance and phase difference between across the source and the current will be. So we want to calculate the impedance, total impedance and phase difference. So now let me take here the circuits is nothing but resistance, inductance and nothing but capacitance. Fine, hope it is clear. So R, this is R, XL equals to omega into L, XL equal to omega into L, or XC is equals to 1 by omega into C. Hope it is clear. So R value we know that. So according to the problem, R is given as R. If you take R equal to 5 ohms, now I can calculate XL, it is inductive reactance, which I can write omega into L. Omega already, according to the problem, omega is given, omega equals to 320 per second. 320 per second is given, and inductance is given 25 millihenry, that I can write 0.025 henry. So we have to convert milli to 0.05 milli to be converted, multiplying with 10 to the power of minus 3. So omega into L. Now omega can be written as 320 into L, 0.025. Here 0 and get cancelled. 32 into 25 will be getting 8 ohms. Fine. So I'll be getting 8 ohms there. Next, same manner, I'll be calculating capacitive reactance. 1 by omega into C. 1 by omega into C can be written as now 1 by 320 into capacitance. You can see capacitance, even this has to be converted capacitance, 1000 into 10 to the power of minus 6 farads. Okay, now 1000 into 10 to the power of minus 6. We can write 10 to the power of minus 3, which I can get approximate value is 3.1 ohms. Fine. Now phasor diagram. I'll go with phasor diagram. When I go with the phasor diagram, let me take impedance triangle. Impedance triangle. Impedance triangle. So what is impedance triangle? So impedance triangle, or we can say it as phasor diagram. Phasor diagram, or phasor form also we can say phasor form. Now if I draw phasor form for LCR circuit, it looks like this. Fine. Is nothing but resultants Z, and it is phi XL minus XC, and it is nothing but R. From this circuit impedance for the LCR circuit, we know that Z is equals to impedance under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square, XL minus XC whole square. Hope it is okay. Now Z is equals to under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square, which is nothing but the impedance of LCR circuit. So we'll be substituting the values for it. When Z is equals to under root of R square is a 5 whole square plus XL minus XC, nearby if I take a 4.9 whole square, 4.9 whole square. So Z is equals to, nearby answer what you'll get, a 5 square 25. This is even we can take it as 5, 25, 25. This is 50. So nearby answer will be 7 ohms exactly, right? Z I'm getting as 7 volts. So this is 7 ohms. Impedance is 7 ohms. Okay. From the triangle we have a 5. So what we require, what is the impedance and phase from the triangle? If I take, is nothing but a triangle, XL minus XC. So tan phi is equals to XL minus XC divided by R, or phi is equals to a tan inverse of XL minus XC divided by R, which is nothing but XL minus XC. Tan inverse of XL minus XC, we got it as 4.9 divided by 5. 4.9 divided by 5, approximately 5 you can take it as. If I take 5, this is 1. 1 means tan inverse of 1. Now phi is equals to, if I want to write here, phi is equals to, so phi is equals to tan inverse of 1. So when it is tan inverse of 1, I can write phi is equals to pi by 4, 45 degrees, hopefully, right? Okay, pi by 4. Two options. So this is first one. It's nothing but second one. Let me see which is the options getting matched with this one. 7 ohms and 45, which is nothing but B is the correct answer. Hope it is clear. Next. Next, we'll proceed with the JEE 2017 8th April online examination. Okay, so according to this, a small circular loop of wire of radius A is located at the center of much larger circular wire loop of radius B. The two loops are made up are in the same plane. The outer loop of radius B carries an alternating current I is equals to I naught cos omega t. The EMF induced in the smaller inner loop is nearly. So this is the question. So for this, let me draw one diagram. Okay, first circular loops I'm taking. These are the two circular loops, right? So inner and outer. So inner loop and outer one. Fine. So this is nothing but A. This is nothing but a B. A and a B. Here A is much less than, very much less than B. Fine. And current is passing through it. It is given. Current passing through it. I is equals to I naught cos omega t. I naught cos omega t according to given data. Right. Outer loop it is passing. Now we'll be proceeding the problem here. We proceed. Magnetic flux linked with the smaller loop. What is the magnetic flux linked with the smaller loop? So magnetic flux linked with the small loop. Small loop is given as mu naught I. Okay, small loop is mu naught I by 2b. 2b into area of it, that is nothing pi a square. So we'll be getting moving charges and magnetism. Okay. Now I can write current. Simply I'll be substituting currents. We know that current equation is given here. So mu naught into pi a square as it is will be keeping divided by 2b. Then I can replace with I. I is nothing but I naught cos omega t. Hope it is clear till this point. So this is nothing but a flux induced in the smaller loop, or flux linked with the smaller loop. Now EMF induced in the smaller loop. So what is EMF induced in the smaller loop? So now I'll be taking EMF induced in smaller loop. So in a smaller loop, EMF induced in a smaller loop, in a smaller loop. So EMF E is equals to minus a d phi by dt, Faraday law of electromagnetic induction. So d phi by dt. Now simply I'll substitute that one. So if I substitute this one, minus a d by dt of that flux, simply I can substitute that flux mu naught pi a square divided by 2b into I naught cos omega t. Is it clear, this one? I naught cos omega t. If you differentiate it, E is equals to differentiation of cos, you know that it will be sine, and minus of minus, it will become plus. So we'll be getting mu naught pi a square into I naught divided by 2b as it is into sine omega t, omega into sine omega t, omega into sine omega t. So if I take here, this will be the answer for that particular question. So let me see whether the option is matching or not. So option A. So option A is pi mu naught I naught by 2 into a square by b into omega. Right? Okay. Now next, the answer is A. It's nothing but A. Next we'll move to JEE Mains 2018 offline question. So for an LCR circuit driven with velocity of an amplitude Vm and frequency omega naught equal to 1 by root LC, the current exhibits resonance. The quality factor, we want to calculate the quality factor. So the quality factor for the resistance is very simple. Quality factor, what is the quality factor? So quality factor, if I take quality factor, Q factor for series LCR circuits. So for LCR circuit, So I think in classroom coaching we discussed Q factor. Now Q factor equals to omega into omega, right? Divided by, that is omega naught into L, divided by delta omega. Is it clear, this one? Delta omega naught for LCR circuits, that is Q factor omega into L. Fine. Just a minute. Okay, now we'd like to calculate the Q factor here for LCR RLC circuit driven with an voltage of amplitude Vm and frequency is given. The current exhibits resonance. The quality factor Q is given by. Now quality factor is defined as resonance frequency, the ratio of resonance frequency to the bandwidth, or simply we can write omega naught divided by delta omega. Now quality factor can also be expressed, right? It can also be expressed like this. We can express quality factor Q factor is equals to Q factor VL by VR, or we can also given as a VC by VR, okay, or we'll be saying it as omega naught by delta omega. If I take quality factor different forms, quality factor equal to VL by VR, VL divided by VR. So VL is nothing but I into XL divided by I into R. So I gaya, XL is nothing but omega into L divided by R. So here it's nothing but frequency resonance. R Q factor can be represented as now VC by VR, or VC is nothing but 1 I into XC divided by I into R. So I will get cancelled. XC is nothing but 1 by omega into C, 1 by omega into C into R. So now according to this problem, our answer will be A. So omega naught L into R. So one of the option of Q factor. Hope it is clear, right? Next we'll move to next question, which is given in JEE Mains 2018 offline question. In AC circuit, the instantaneous EMF and current is given. So EMF is given and current is given. In one cycle of AC, what is the average power consumed by the circuits and wattless current are respectively? Two things we have to calculate here. So for that one, first average power consumed by AC circuits. We know that average power consumed by AC circuit. What is average power consumed by AC circuit? Which is nothing but ERMS into IRMS into cos phi. There is nothing but power consumed by an AC circuits, right? Here ERMS is equals to, I'll continue here. What is ERMS? So let me go with ERMS. ERMS equals to E naught by root 2, E naught divided by root 2. So what is E naught? E naught is nothing but 100 here given. E naught from the equation E is equals to E naught sine omega t, E naught sine omega t. Comparing this equation with E is equals to 100 sine omega, sine 30t, So when you compare, we'll be getting E naught is equals to 100. So I can substitute E naught is equal to 100 here. Now 100 divided by root 2. 100 divided by root 2. Hope it is clear here. 100 divided by root 2 volts. Now next what I require, IRMS. So IRMS equal to same process, I naught by root 2. Now what is I naught here? Let me see I naught. Here if I say I is equal to I naught, when I compare this equation with I is equals to I naught sine of omega t minus 5. Let us take it as minus 5. Then comparing the equation, I naught is equals to 20 I'm getting. Now I can substitute here 20 divided by root 2. If I substitute 20 divided by root 2 amps. Fine. Now phase angle I'm getting pi by 4. Phase is pi by 4. Now average, we can substitute all the values. So average is equals to, substitute all the values. So what are there? ERMS, IRMS into cos phi. ERMS, E naught by root 2, E naught divided by root 2 into I naught by root 2, I naught by root 2 into cos phi, right? Into cos phi. Or now E naught is 100 divided by root 2 into I naught 20 divided by root 2 into cos 5 by 4. That is nothing but 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2. So what I can get finally, 2000 divided by 2 root 2. 2000 divided means 1000 by root 2 watts. Okay, this is nothing but average power. So what is, now we got average power equals to, first equation, 1000 divided by root 2 watts. Right, put in the box as well. We keep in the box. Right. Is that clear? Now we want wattless current is given by, so wattless currents equals to IRMS into sin phi. IRMS into sin phi. Sin phi. So what is IRMS? So IRMS is nothing but 20 by root 2 already given here. 20 by root 2 into sin phi. Sin phi is again 45, which is nothing but 1 by root 2. So the current, wattless current is nothing but 2 into 2. This is 10 amps. Hope it is clear till this point, right? In the box this one. Wattless current. Now we got power and wattless current. Let me see which option will match us. Here, what are the option matching? 100 root 2, sorry, 1000 by root 2, 1000 by root 2. That's the B. So B is the appropriate answer for this question, right? Okay. Next, moving to 2018. 16th April morning online exam. A power transmission line feeds input power at 2300 volts to a step down transformer with its primary winding having 4000 turns, gives the output power at 230 volts. If the current in the primary of the transformer is 5 amp and its efficiency is 90%, the output current would be, now what is the output current? Now let me take according to the given data. Okay, power equation of the transformer, power equation. So what is the power equation? So power equation, I can write E1 I1 should equal into efficiency is equals to E2 I2. Okay, it's nothing but E2 into I2. Hope it is clear. Eta is nothing but efficiency. So here efficiency can also be written as E2 I2 divided by E1 I1. That means output power by input power. So we'll be learning in this manner, output power divided by input power. Or simply we can write here E1 and I1. So according to the problem, what is E1? So E1, according to the problem, E1 is equals to 2300. It is given 2300 volts. That is nothing but input power. And input current I1 equals to, that is nothing but primary currents, primary current, which is 5 amps. Similarly, outputs voltage. So output, that is you can see here primary winding having 4000 turns. So number of turns is given 4000, and output voltage is given how much? Output voltage E2 is nothing but 230 volts given. 230 volts. Next we want to calculate currents. So what is the current? Now here efficiency of the efficiency for the transformer is given as 90%. When it is given 90%, we can write 90 divided by 100. So now all the values will substitute there. So E1 into I1 into eta is equals to E2 into I2. Hope it is clear this one, right? Okay. Now E1, what is the value of E1? 2300 into I1. I1 is nothing but 5 into eta, that is nothing but 90 divided by 100 equals to E2. E2 is nothing but 230 into I2. So this we have to calculate. 0 get cancelled. Here this 0 and 0 get cancelled. Approximately here 230 and 230 will get cancelled. Now 5 9s are 45, which is nothing but I2 equals to 45 amps. Hope it is clear. This answer will be clear to you. So you can keep in the box. Right. This is the formula for it. Our efficiency formula. We can take efficiency formula is this one. This is the efficiency formula. Output power by input power, which I can write output power divided by input power. That's input power. Hope it is clear. Now what is the option? C will be the option. Correct answer is C. So we got C. Next, moving to here 2012. 2012 it is given here, it is 2018, and we are getting 2012. 12th, this is not 2012, 2018 only. This question is 2018 itself, right? It's 2018, so we can modify this one. 2018 question itself, 2018, right? So 2018 12th May online examination. So you can see that in LCR circuit shown in the figure, which what will be the reading of a voltmeter across the resistor and ammeter if an AC source of 220 volts and 100 hertz is connected as shown. So this is a diagram in which mm, across inductor 300 volts is connected, and across capacitor 300, across 100 VR, how much is asking. So we can see from the diagram. So one thing we can observe from the diagram, what is that? Voltage across the inductor is equal to voltage across the capacitor, right? Which is nothing but 300 and 300, which is given 300 volts. That is the first observation there. Fine. And next, this happens at resonance frequency only. So what is indirectly saying that it happens only resonance, because XL is equal to XC. So this is the condition for resonance. So resonance condition, right? Resonance. It happens only at a resonance, right? And the circuit current is purely resistive. Yes or no? When XL is equal to XC, it is a purely resistive circuit. Now VR is equals to, I can say VR equal to E only. So whatever E which is given input, which is nothing but 220 volts. 220, and the circuit current is purely resistive. That means current in the circuit is purely resistive, which is nothing but E divided by R. So E is 220 divided by R. R is how much? 100. R is equals to 100. These two will get cancelled, so we are getting 2.2. So very big question, but answer is a small step. So I is equals to 2.2 amps. So 2.2 amps we are getting here is the answer for that question. So if I see 2000, that is current 220 volts and 2 points. So option will be D. So clear? So VC is VL is equal to VC. This XL is equal to XC is the condition for resonance. After that, VR is nothing but whatever the input that we are giving, voltage 220, I is equal to E by R. Hope it is clear at this particular point, right? Now, next we have a 2019 question, right? In 2019, first question, if I take 2019. So 2019, 9th January question, you can see here a series AC circuit containing an inductor 20 millihenry, a capacitor 120 microfarad, and a resistor of 60 ohms is driven by an AC source of 24 volts per 50 hertz. The energy dissipated in the circuit in 60 seconds is. So we want to calculate the energy dissipated. First, what I'll do to calculate energy dissipated, what I require, power, average power I require. First, to get average power, I require impedance. Okay, so to calculate impedance, fine, XL and XC is required. Now see, so what are the steps involved? First thing is how I can solve this one. I want energy dissipated. Energy dissipated means E is equals to average power, average into time. First step. If I want average power, I want now I square into R, I square into R, right? Next, if I want I square, so I is nothing but now current can be written as for this circuit, LCR circuits, right? Inductor, capacitor, and resistor. It can be written as now V by Z. But what is Z? Z is nothing but impedance. Now Z is equal to impedance. Impedance means under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. So if I want now R is there, so I have to calculate what is XL minus XC. Then I have to calculate what is XL. Next I have to calculate what is XC, like this, right? So step by step will come now. What is XL, right? So I want to calculate XL. We go with XL. So XL is equal to omega into L. First one XL, that is a inductive reactance. Now capacitive reactance XC is equals to 1 by omega into C. Is it clear, this one? 1 by omega into C. So omega, according to the problem given, 100 pi into L. That is here you can see omega. First let us write the given data here. Inductor L is equals to 20 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Henry. Okay, and next capacitor, if I take C is equals to 120 microfarads, that's nothing but 10 to the power of minus 6 farads. And resistor, if I take R is equal to 60 ohms. And AC voltage here, voltage is given how much? 24. So voltage is 24, and frequency, when I take frequency is given as 50. 50 is the frequency. So N is equals to frequency is 50 hertz. So dissipated energy in a time of 60 seconds we require. Okay, let me substitute here. So omega is nothing but 100 pi. How I'm getting 100 pi? Omega is equals to 2 pi into N. 2 pi into N, but frequency is given as 50. So I can substitute now 100 pi hertz. That's all. Is it clear? 100 pi radian per second, otherwise it is nothing but radian per second. So 100 pi into L already calculated, that is 20 into 10 to the power of minus 3. If I substitute here, I'll be getting 2 pi ohms. This is nothing but 2 pi ohms. Next, XL, that is 1 by 100 pi. This is nothing but 100 pi into C. C is 120 micro, the farads, 10 to the power of minus 6. If I say calculate here, 10 to the power of 3 divided by 12 pi. Or I can write now, this is 1000 divided by 12 pi. We can keep it like this. This is nothing but ohms. Next to the net reactance. Net reactance, I want XC minus XL, or XL minus XC. So XC will take it as XC minus XL, which I can get now 1000 pi, 1000 divided by 12 pi minus 2 pi, right? Approximately what I'll get now, 1000 minus that is 24 pi square. Pi square we can take it as 10 divided by 12 pi, or simply I'll be getting here 1000 pi minus 24 pi square, right? Here 12, how much we can get this. Okay, now 1000 minus 24 pi square divided by 12 pi, or 1000 minus 240 divided by 12 pi, or 760 divided by 12 into 3.14, approximately it is 20 ohms. Next, how I can proceed with the next step, right? Here Z, impedance. Impedance I'll be calculating. What is impedance? Under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square, or XC minus XL whole square. So we'll be getting under root of, it's nothing but 60 whole square plus XL minus XC whole square, which is nothing but 20 whole square. So what I can get here, under root of 3600, 4000. 4000 can be written as 20 root 10, 20 root 10 ohms. Fine, 20 root 10 ohms. Now average power dissipated in the circuit. What is the average power dissipated? Now average power is equals to I square into R. I square can be written as now V square, V divided by Z whole square into R. Or simply, what is V? V is nothing but a 24 divided by 20 root 10 whole square. It's nothing but whole square into 60. So fine. Now final expression what I can get here, the energy dissipated I want. Now power, average power I got. Now energy dissipated. How to calculate energy dissipated? Now energy dissipated is equals to, energy dissipated in how much, in 60 seconds. In 60 seconds we require. Now average power, that is average power into time t, which I can write now 24 whole square, that is 24 into 24 divided by 20 whole square and 10 root, that is nothing but I'll be getting 4000 into 60 into 60 into 60. So 0 0 0 0 get cancelled. Then finally I'll be getting 2 or 24 into 24 2 1 2 1, this is a 4 this is nothing but 6 6 into 24 into 6 into 6. So here approximately 216 into 24 divided by 10, right? So normally I'll be getting E, average power, average energy dissipated is, if I substitute there, 5.184 into 10 to the power of 2, 10 to the power of 2 joules. So this will be the final expression for the energy dissipated. Hope it is clear till this point, right? So Z power, average power. Next impedance, the formula for impedance. Next XL. So all the formulas of LCR circuit will be using in this equation, XL, XC, and E power, right? That is energy dissipated in time, and power, average power, and what is the current in the LCR circuits. What is the impedance in the LCR circuit? Hope everything is clear till this point. Okay, right. Okay, now you can see here JEE Mains 2019 8th April. Yeah, the question is a circuit connected to an AC source of EMF E is equal to E naught sin 100t with the t in seconds given gives a phase difference of pi by 2 between the EMF E and current I. Which of the following circuit will exhibit this? So each and everything we have to calculate. So first one, if I take number one, for a phase angle between E and I. So phase angle if I want between E and I, voltage and current if I want phase angle. So what should I use? Right? We use use tan phi. So tan phi is equals to I can write x by r. It's nothing but x by r. So here r is equal to, given in the problem, first case if I take A option, r is equal to, in all options r is equal to 1 only. All options given, r is equal to 1 kilo ohms, all options. Now next phi is given, phase difference is given 45. What is the common things we are taking? 45 degrees. Okay. Now resistance 1 kilo ohm means 1000 ohms. This is nothing but 1000 ohms. Okay. Now reactance is given. So first one, if I take Number 1, A option, reactance XC. XC is equals to 1 by omega into C. 1 by omega into C is 1 by omega. Here omega value is given as 100. It is nothing but 100. I is equal to I naught, V is equal to V naught sine omega t. Omega comparison will be getting 100. So 100 into capacitance. Capacitance in A option given as 1 micro. That is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 6. Or simply I'll be getting 10 to the power of 4 ohms. Right? 10 to the power of 4 ohms. Next, here he is asking what to calculate. Circuit is connected with this one. The t seconds gives a phase difference of pi by 4 between EMF and current. Which following will exhibits this? Which of the following? Okay. Now I am calculating XC. I calculated. Similarly, I'll calculate for B option. XL I'll calculate. Let me take XL here. So if I calculate XL, XL can be written as omega into L. Omega into L. Omega is given as 100 into L. L is 10 to the power of minus 3, which is equals to 0.1 ohms. Okay. Now similarly, C I'll calculate XL is equals to omega into L, which is nothing but 100 into 10 to the power of minus 2, which is equal to 1 ohm. Next, D option, if I take XC is equals to 1 by omega into C, 1 by omega into C, or I can write 1 by 100, 1 by 100 into 10 to the power of minus 5, which is equals to 10 to the power of 3 ohms. Right? So why I calculated XL, XC here, A option it is R and C, B option L and R, C option again L and R, D option R and C. So I calculated impedance. Fine. 10 to the power of 3. I got 10 to the power of 3 for D option. So we can say that 10 to the power of 3 will be the correct answer, or the appropriate answer for this particular question. Right. So here, what is the conclusion here? When phi is equal to 45 degrees, then we'll get x is equals to r. So now we are trying to calculate what is that x is equals to r. So already I got r. According to the problem, r is given as 1000 ohms. So first option I checked xc, I'm getting 10 to the power of 4 ohms. It is not correct. Next, the second option, xl, which is 0.1 ohms. It is not correct. xl, third option, 1 ohm I'm getting. And the last option D, 10 to the power of 3 ohms. So this is matching with the resistance. So this will be the appropriate answer. Right. Now the last question we can see in JEE 2019. 10th April morning, a transformer consisting of 300 turns in a primary and 150 turns in the secondary gives output power of 2.2 kilovolts. If the current in the circuit secondary coil is 10 amps, then the input voltage and the current in the primary coils. We have to calculate transformer equation. So let me start with this one. So according using a transformer equation, I can write EP primary divided by voltage in secondary is equals to number of turns in primary divided by number of turns in secondary. Hope in theory transformer we learn this one. For no loss of transformer, see when no loss of transformer is there, no loss. What is the meaning of no loss of transformer? Input should be equal to outputs. So inputs, that is EP IP equals to ESIS. Okay, it is clear. Now which is equals to, it is given in the problem. So which is equals to 2.2 kilo, that is the 10 to the power of 3 watts is given, right? In which I can take EP ES secondary, ES is equals to 2.2, that is nothing but a 2200 I can write, divided by ES if I want, that is EP. EP is given how much? Here first EP will calculate. EP is equals to 220 into 300 divided by 150, right? I'm getting voltage across the primary is 440, right? Here 220 divided by 10, ES is equals to, so ES is equals to, right, 220 volts, fine. Now if I want IP, that is the primary, which I can write 2200 divided by 440, which I'll get approximately, this is nothing but 1 4, so 5 amps, right? So a primary current is nothing but 5 amps. So clear this one? Primary current is 5 amps. Simply we'll be using the relation between number of turns and currents equation. That is one equation, E1, this one. Otherwise we can go like this. E1 primary will take it as E1, and the secondary is nothing but E2 is equals to, primary I'm taking it as N1, this is nothing but N2. Or simply this is an equation number 1, we can take it as. Next E1 okay, by E2 equals to secondary divided by, that is nothing but I2 divided by I1, this is nothing but equation number 2, right? So simply substituting there, we want I1 is asking you to calculate. So input voltage as well as input current. So input voltage here, if I say input voltage is 440 and input current means primary is nothing but 5 amps. Simply substituting the values which is given. So secondary turns, if you want me to write the given data here, I can write the given data transfer consisting of 300 turns in primary, 300 turns in a primary. The number of turns in primary, N1 is equals to 300 turns. Next in primary, and N2 is equals to 150 turns. 2 turns are given. Output power is given, means E2 is given as E2 is equals to 2.2 kilovolts E2. Now we want a secondary current, that is nothing but I2 is given as a 10 amps I2. So what is left over, we have to calculate E1, we have to calculate E1 is equals to how much and I1 is equals to how much. This is the question here. So simply you can substitute this one and you can proceed. This is the method that I used to calculate. Hope it is clear at this point. Okay, this is the end of this one, right?